one is dreadful. An Ohio woman facing murder charges after police say that she fatally stabbed a 3-year-old boy outside of a local grocery store. On Monday, 32-year-old Bionca Ellis, look at this, she was seen smirking at the cameras at her arraignment. Her bail was set at $5 million. And according to police, she not only stabbed the child, but also stabbed the child's mother as they were leaving the grocery store. The victim, 3-year-old Julian Wood, this is this precious little angel who died in what authorities are saying was a random attack, totally random, outside of the Giant Eagle grocery store on June 3rd near Cleveland, Ohio. Mom is still recovering from her injuries, and before Ellis's bail was set, little Julian's dad gave this very emotional statement in court.
That day, 1 week ago, she took everything from us. There's nothing that could ever replace my son or anything that my wife and I, even our other kids, are going through. It's horrendous.
There are questions this morning. What's the most shocking part about this? The horrific allegations that this woman stabbed a 3-year-old and his mother who was trying to save him? Or that she thought it was funny when she was arraigned and she was laughing in the courtroom. Let's bring back in our power panel. Detective Alcazar, you've seen some horrific stuff throughout your career. Would you start off this conversation, please?
Yeah, anytime you're dealing with a child homicide, it's probably the worst case you could respond to. I've dealt with several, and I hated it. I hated the perpetrator. You get very emotional. You try to be professional, but when I see this woman's face, oh my God, she's just a monster. And it's hard to keep my composure just looking at her now. So I don't envy the task of prosecuting her. I'm sure they will, but just a lot of emotions when I heard about this case.
Oh, certainly, Detective. I mean, this has just rocked Cleveland, Ohio, and people all around the country and the world who saw this story. I mean, who hurts a 3-year-old? And there was no reason for it. They're pushing the mom was pushing the shopping cart to the car. They're in the parking lot. The baby's in the top part of the buggy, like they typically are, and then this is what police say happened for no good reason. Franz, to you next, please. Thoughts on what stuns you the most?
So this is all about context. They tried to arraign her 3 different times, twice on video camera and once in active court, which is where we see her smiling. The indigent defender says to the judge, look, we've previously represented her in another matter. We think she has a mental health issue. We think, and this is important, we think she hasn't received her medication. The judge continues to push. The calamity of errors here is they should have reassigned this arraignment and not done it here. And now what we're left with, if I'm defending her, what I'm left with is the optics of her smiling at the camera in active court, looking like she's a monster, where in truth, she might have a legitimate mental health issue. Not saying that excuses the behavior, not saying that makes her not culpable for the murder. I'm saying it's all about context, and moving forward in the arraignment in this manner absolutely hurt her, absolutely shouldn't have happened. Now look, Julie, it's possible she's faking. It's absolutely possible she's faking and doesn't have a mental health issue. But if I'm a defense attorney, that's how I have to spin it is this woman has a clear mental health issue. We have a history with her. We know she has a mental health issue, and her behavior in court shouldn't be admissible in a court of law at trial. And it also should be a factor in determining whether or not to seek the death penalty.
Such great points from you, Franz. Such excellent points you just made. Thank you for all of that. Kinsey Schofield, will you take us home, please? Your thoughts on the case, what stuns you the most? And what you're looking for going forward.
Well, I mean, I think what stuns me the most is how amazing the community has been around this family, rallying around this family. They recently had a car show to raise money for the family at a local bar. 20% of the proceeds at the bar also went to the family. Over $261,000 has been raised of just a $10,000 goal for the family on GoFundMe. You know, his favorite things were the color green and dinosaurs. And if you look at video throughout the community, It's littered in green and dinosaurs because people want to remember this baby. They were immensely affected by this child's death, and I think he's going to be remembered for a very long time. And I think that that's something important to think about throughout this process.
Oh, you're right, Kinsey. That was beautiful. Thank you for all of that. We've got to say goodbye, and a big thank you to you and to Franz for all of your time and expertise this morning. We'll see you back here soon.